Was goody?
It's good, bro.
Yo,
I had to move around in my location because background noise and shit.
oh, that's all good.
You
I
know,
was, I was just stuffing my fat ass face right now.
it's cool, bro. It's good with you.
Bro, good man. I'm tired today. I think this daylight savings time caught up to me.
Yo, bro. I was like early. I was up early, and I'm like,
Right?
motherfucker is going so slow today. Like, what's
Yeah.
like? I'm looking at the time, like, yo, I want to go. I want to go do the show already. Like, you feel me? We got a lot to talk about. We got a lot to chat about. You know?
Oh, what a week it was, bro. It's been a week. It's been a week, bro.
Yeah.
I mean, everything. I was just talking to my lab about the basic of the run through. We're gonna go through.
Okay.
You know, so yeah,
Welcome to the chat, y'all. Welcome to the chat.
Mhm.
Episode 6. Let's chat about it.
Yes, sir.
Your mentor Estrada.
That boy funny, you know, and yeah, man. Episode 6. We made it 6 episodes in straight, no breaks.
No breaks.
So no
Killing
breaks.
them. Killing them.
Killing them. Hell yeah. Want to get into talking about. First, we're going to talk about kids being glued to their phones, right? And them being zombies to it, and you know the difference between us and how we were in our generation. At least us being able to go outside, have some fun, you know, and that being good for the mental health. Like, you know, I don't know if a lot of people do know that even just being outside, you know, reduces your cortisol levels, which is your stress levels, you know, anxiety. And you know, when I think about that now, like, we didn't know all that stuff, but we definitely were, you know, I mean, regardless, not to say we weren't all that less stressed, but I think for the most part, us being outside definitely helped us have a balance. Whereas kids, they don't know how to balance that. They just get very overwhelmed very easy. Like, as soon as you tell them to do something or try to get them to do any hard, you know, work around the house, it's a lot for them. You know what I mean? Whereas us, it wasn't that much of a hard deal. And them being glued to their phones, I mean, it don't really help. It just seems like, you know, that they just pretty much it's almost as if they can't live without it, and because of that, it's also hindering their social skills and how to even talk to people, like how to even have interviews and all that. You know what I mean?
That's a fact, bro. I remember growing up, man. Like, we couldn't stay in the house.
Right.
You feel me? Like, you got to go outside.
Yeah.
There's so much things for you to do outside. Mm-hmm. Just know that your ass better be inside before them street lights is on.
Yeah, exactly.
You feel me? But you had to be outside. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. We didn't have, like, we had, you know, online, like AOL and all that.
Right.
But we wasn't glued to that shit. Like, we didn't have the phones where we was glued to. I remember my first phone was a Nokia. It wasn't even a flip or nothing. It was just one of those candy ball looking shits with a little screen. Had like 2 games on it. You feel me? I don't know. These kids now, man, it's like the phone is life for them. Like, if they don't got a phone, they bug the fuck out.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And it's crazy. Like, I try to not let the little ones be so much. Like, we KJ, my 2-year-old, we took a break with letting him rock on the phone for a little bit, because, you know, he just, like, he was doing good, and then he started getting to a point where he was like, if he didn't get it, you know, he would throw a little tantrum. So I had to pump his brakes on it. Like, nah,
those be the signs.
You know what I'm saying? So, like, these kids, man, it's like phone, YouTube,
right,
Minecraft, this, and you know, and like, yeah, we had our games, but we as kids, I felt like we did more with toys, action figures, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, we sure did.
Fucking go out to the park, wrestle, you know, manhunt, freeze tag, you know, play ball, you know, baseball, basketball, football, all that. You know, we was outside a lot. A lot of my childhood, I remember being outside, running around with all my friends, whether it was good or bad, but we was outside, you know what I'm saying? Like, even, I remember that freaking big blackout that we had at one point in New York. We was outside.
Yep.
When that shit happened. I had to walk up 14 flights in the dark. You feel me? So, like, it's, you know, I don't know. These kids, you tell them to go outside and be like, what I'm going to do? Like, what?
Right.
Like, you know, we go to a park now, you know, well, I mean, then again, you know, it depends on who the parents are, too.
That's
But I feel like you go to the park and there be kids just sitting there watching other kids play.
Yeah.
And they be on their phone, tablets and phones and shit.
Yeah.
Thank you for the help, man. I appreciate it.
Yeah, B, thanks for the likes. It's so true. You know, the only little bit of hope that I had was just like recently with the hurricane and stuff, when the Wi-Fi cut out, that's when they all wanted to be out. You know, then they kind of congregated and got themselves, you know. My daughter, she's still, I do like that her little friend, she has a group of friends here that they actually come, they look for her like, hey, is Harmony home? Do you want to play? And they go out and they hang out for a hot minute too. And that reminds me of my childhood. I feel like our childhoods too, we were definitely more versatile in like what we would do. Like, you know, kids, we remember skateboarding was big at one time. I remember I had like 2 skateboards that I broke. We had the
I used to be on the rollerblades all day.
Rollerblades, oh yeah, man, rollerblades
all day, bro.
Hell yeah, loved rollerblading. When we ended up getting the scooters, the first razors that first popped off, and everybody and their mother had one, whether it was the good one or the whack one. You had so it was really outside, like traveling. Whereas
I remember we used to go on our bikes from the block all the way to Orchard. You know what I'm saying?
Wow.
That's regular.
That's a crazy ride.
We used to even walk that sometimes. Yeah. You can't even get a kid to fucking walk nowadays.
Oh, no. Oh, hell no.
Walk. What about Uber? Like, that's the first thing that comes to your mind. We can't get an Uber.
Right.
We can't get a cab or whatever. Like, what?
Right.
Nah, let's walk these 9 blocks real quick. 9?
Right.
You know
That's a whole lot.
There's a lot for them. Yeah, man. Yeah, they definitely, this generation is definitely different. You know, as a parent, you want to encourage your kid to, you know, get into activities. You know what I'm saying? Different activities. There's a lot of things you can get your kids into. You have boys, you know what I'm saying? Put them in Pop Warner, you know, different basketball leagues. You know, if they can't play in this for the school yet, they have, you know, different leagues outside, like AAO, AAU, and all that stuff that you can put them in. Like, my son plays in a private league, and he plays for his school.
That's right.
My 13-year-old, you know what I'm saying? Like, he plays lacrosse, football, basketball, you know what I'm saying? Like, so got to keep them busy, you know.
You really
we got girls, we got Girl Scouts, even with the boys, Boy Scouts, you know, that's something they're into, like camping and shit like that. But there's so much things that you could do as a parent, you know what I'm saying, to, you know, have your kids do other activities. Let them see the world. Let them go out. Let them get that fresh air, you know what I'm saying? Because a lot of shit be crazy on these YouTubes and shit. Now they got some, you know, white people showing me they got some. Remember they had the Momo shit? Where it was like going crazy and viral that was making kids do weird shit. Now they got some other fucking little monster that's saying that it's possessing kids, and some 2-year-old stabbed up his family. It's crazy, bro. Like the shit that goes on YouTube and the media and all that. But we gotta, as parents, you know what I'm saying?
One of my homegirls
point our kids in the right directions. You know what I'm saying?
My homegirl Nelson said we can't even ground them and send them in their rooms anymore because they just love being indoors, which is really true.
They used to it, bro. It's regular for them. Like, oh, I can go to, like, that's another thing too. It's like they all they want to do is fucking sleep. These kids, like, oh, I can stay in my room and sleep all day, no problem. I don't gotta do nothing. Okay,
they'll sleep the night away.
Nah, punish them. Send their ass outside. Like, go outside.
I'm talking about it.
Go figure out what you could go do in the yard real quick. You know what I'm saying?
For real, man. It's true. Man. You know, and
generation's definitely different. I miss growing up, bro. Like, I miss going to the park and chilling and vibing with the boys, and you know, I got 3 brothers, so we used to all be outside wilding, wrestling, fucking manhunt in the projects, bro.
Manhunt. That was a whole
vibe, bro.
Of manhunt. Hell yeah. And yeah, man, we used to do stupid stuff. Like, I remember me, my brother Jordan, and my friends, we would do like fake like if I had a camcorder, and we would record like our version of cops and stuff, and we all do like different roles. Like somebody was playing the crackhead, and we go in and, you know, we them down and whatnot, and, you know, and once, you know, but that was like kind of getting into a little bit of good trouble, you know, not too much bad trouble, you know.
Yeah.
You know, and yeah, you know, it was just, you know, funny stuff like that. And I feel like, you know, nobody really knows how to do that nowadays.
Now kids definitely don't know how to be outside and just enjoy nature.
Yeah,
You know
enjoy
what I'm saying?
at that.
Enjoy just being outside, enjoying that fresh air. Like, just
Yeah, just
shit. It was so crazy that when we was growing up, we had, I don't know if anybody know about the fresh air funds, but your parent used to send you to like a camp and you go to like another state and shit and stay with a family for like 2 weeks.
I would hear about those things.
My mom used to do that with us, and we used to
No
go. I remember
way.
we went for like 3 years straight. Me and Mike went to Massachusetts and shit, and he went to the same family. I went to a family that was friends with the family he went to. Shit,
Okay.
I learned a lot, man. I learned how to fucking kayak, canoe, how to swim in fucking deep water, like deep waters and shit. You feel me? Like I learned mad shit that you ain't gonna learn in the projects, bro.
Yeah,
It was
yeah.
just that type of shit. Like kids don't even understand today, and
That's
they have all the access to it. They just don't utilize it because all they want to do is this.
right. Yeah, they all.
I'm missing the text.
Yeah, right.
I gotta know what's going on the news feed.
Yeah,
I gotta check my Instagram.
right.
You know what I'm saying?
Like that's crazy. That's pretty cool though that they would do that. Like me, my only like experience like that, like with my church when we were younger, we had like they had like their own little Boy Scouts thing, and we went to Bear Mountain, and that was like my biggest like outdoor adventure I ever had, and that was different because we had to like you got no resources out there. It's not like we had like an RV truck where we could take a shower. No, we had to like they had to like make a whole shower for us and take water, like a whole gallon of water, and that was being used to wash us. We had to take a quick shower. We learned how to hike. We got lost in that hike, then found our route again, and that was pretty crazy. And no phones, we didn't have a GPS. We didn't.
That's another thing, bro.
Yeah.
They can't even fucking find shit without their GPS.
Yeah.
We didn't even have GPSs like that. What was that shit? MapQuest.
MapQuest.
You had to print out the directions and shit. Damn if you ain't have a printer, because then you all fucked up. Now you gotta write the whole shit down.
Yeah, dude.
You know what I'm saying?
And when you had to bring, if you were going on a road trip, you had to bring that big book of the maps. You feel me?
Yeah.
So you really had to follow the whole line. You know what I mean? That was drawn out. Make sure you're on the right.
No shortcuts.
No shortcuts. If you got lost, you got lost. You had to figure your way back.
Yeah.
That was a whole different type of survival. Like, it's crazy now. It's so convenient now. So it makes me mad when they don't take advantage of these technological advances, because it really can help them be something better, and they just lazy with it. You know what I mean? If we had all that stuff, forget about it. If we had all the stuff they had back then, forget about it.
If we had all that stuff they had, if I had the technology,
right,
then, I'd have been up all the way.
Hell yeah, all the way. All the way. If we just had to sit
different conversations would be happening right now. You feel me?
Hell yeah.
Same show, same channel, just way bigger. You feel me?
Yeah, exactly. Way bigger. So it's it's
fact, bro.
Hell yeah. They just got to get to a point where they got to see how they can take advantage of it, and some of them do, like, not to say that not all of them do. Like, there's a lot of kids out there, they really doing their thing, and they, getting famous off here, selling stuff off here. So that's cool. But then how do you handle yourself outside of that? You know what I mean? How do you handle a human conversation, or, a confrontation at that? You know what I mean? A lot of these kids don't even know how to talk to adults right. You know what I mean? And they just look at you like, you wrong, and they don't know.
They don't have no type of respectfulness for adults.
Yeah.
Nah, they think their way is right.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, they definitely think their way is right. A lot of these kids nowadays don't feel like they wrong about anything, and they definitely feel entitled a lot.
They sure do.
You know what I'm saying? So it's just sad, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's great for our, the technology from where we came from to seeing what's come about now. Like, the technology is fire, you know what I'm saying? But I feel like it has made a lot of people dumber.
That too. Yeah.
You feel me?
Yeah.
Like, people don't even use like fine motor skills anymore, like reading a book. They want to do audios and just listen to somebody read them the book. Like, what? How the fuck you gonna be able to pronounce that word if you see it?
Right.
You feel me? So now if you go read this shit, like you ain't even gonna know.
It's true.
Crazy. I used to read a lot. I used to love reading books. Hit my boys on Fordham. Feel me? Every block on Fordham had somebody selling a table full of books.
Yeah.
Good stories, you know what I'm saying? And I used to love reading, man. And
I was such a selective
now, like read a book. What? Yeah. Even the homework now is like everything is tablet this and you know the Google Chrome books and shit.
Right. So convenient for them. They don't know. Yeah. Me with reading, like I always found it as a chore, and then you know how my dad was with books. He was like a walking library, so I was like surrounded by books all the time. Thinking of retrospect now, thinking about it, I knew he was just trying to drop gems on me, but I didn't take too much advantage of it. But I was like, at least when I knew I got into a book, it felt like it was a movie in my head when I was invested in that book. And I read it, you know.
Do you know who put me on? Not to cut you off, I apologize. You know, Theo Mario, bro, put me on to reading books.
Okay.
Like he was just like, yo, bro, read this. And he gave me I remember one of the first books I read was Monster Cody. I shouldn't have been reading that book at that age.
Okay.
You know, Theo Mario don't give a fuck. He's like, whatever, bro. Like, hey, read this, little nigga. Like, bro, what? After that, I just love reading, bro. And I was like, that book had me like, what the fuck? You know what I'm saying? That book was crazy. And I was like, oh, I want to read more shit like this. And then I just started reading different shit. And I was always reading, you know what I'm saying? And that's what got me, like, reading helped my music craft of how to move words around, and you feel me, like definitely helped me.
Definitely right. So they hopefully these kids, I mean, I know they do, the teachers try as much as they can, but hopefully they could get a little bit more in tune and you know.
But I even feel like even nowadays, like even the teachers gotten lazy.
Not
just you know, it's just because again technology, like. They don't even. I don't even think they fucking use chalkboards anymore. Like everything, they got those now. You go to those schools and they got those big screen boards where they could just with the pen and they can erase. And they send all of the notes through. You know, check your Chromebook. I sent you the note, and you know,
some high tech shit. You know,
it is, but it's just like
high tech shit.
You know, it's fuck. I remember going in the classroom and swelling that chalk on the board.
Right. And it was an honor to erase the board for your teacher, right? That was like the highest honor.
Or that fucking the teachers tapping too hard and fucking with your ear, like, you know? Like,
get that scratch.
Yeah, you know?
Yeah, man. Nah, it's true, dog. It's true. You know, and again, a lot of it does make it easy, you know, like it does make it, I guess, more, you know, accessible for them. Like, you know, studying is definitely a whole different game than what it used to be. And even getting your resources for like your papers and all that.
Bro,
that's, you know,
these kids don't even have to write essays. They can fucking chat GPT with it. You feel me? Like they cheating. Like they literally cheating. They literally.
We had to sit down and make sure it was double spaced and count our words.
What, nigga? We have to write on paper. Like what?
Yeah, and do the draft.
I remember one time. I needed to write a book report. I asked my sister, my older sister from a pop star, like, yo, you got an old book report? And I copied her shit. Her grandmother was a teacher for years, like, and she helped her with that book report. So me not thinking, I went to grandma, like, yo, grandma, look this over for me. It looked good. She was like, do it all over. Like, what? She was like, this is not your book report. Like, you copy this from stuff. Like, what? Like, she was on my body. She already knew what time it was. You feel me? So, like, I just, nowadays, like, these kids got it so everybody in life got it so easy. But it's how you use it. You know what I'm saying? How you use it.
Yeah, facts, man. Moving forward wanted to get into about talking about relationships, right? And we was talking about handling jealousy with your significant other and what's considered being jealous now. And jealousy that's a funny topic because I think now that I've been married for a while, that it's in a weird way, sometimes jealousy could be a good thing because then you kind of know that, you know, your partner still loves you, right? And that because then you're kind of worried if they're not jealous about you. You know what I mean? Like, then who else you looking at? So I think it could go both. You know, it really could go about both ways. You know, but what do you think are healthy jealousies?
Healthy jealousies. For me, I mean, listen, that's good jealousy, that's bad jealousy. I think it all plays in a part of the clinginess shit too, which I want to touch base on a little bit. But jealousy for me, like good jealousy, like, see, I'm not really like I've never really been a jealous person. Like I don't mind, you know, wifey having male friends and you know talking to males. Like I don't mind niggas looking at my girl. Like you better be looking at her because if you're not, I'm doing something wrong. Shit. I want her to be looked at all the time. So no, I know she's bad. You feel me? So like that don't bother me. Those little things bother me. It's the disrespect that bothers me. You know what I'm saying? Like you got those male friends that don't respect, or you got niggas that's with their wives and they standing there, they see me with you, and now they just all in your grill, and they already seen that I seen them, and they still all in your grill, like you feel me? So like me at that point being a little like I don't know if you call that a good jealousy, like if that even jealousy or that's just you know me being you know a good partner or stuff. So I don't know, like jealousy for me, like I never, like I said, I never really been a jealous person on certain things. Like I don't. I think jealousy for me is like the time. Like I like your time. You know what I'm saying? Like a lot of that time.
Yeah.
For me, you feel me? So like, you know, I want to be shown. You know, equal amount of time that you're gonna give other people. I want that time for me too. You know what I'm saying? So if I feel like I'm not getting the time that I need, or the what you call, how you call it, but the attention, you know what I'm saying, then I guess that would be being jealous or whatever.
Okay, got you. Yeah, got you. And I agree with that too. Because I'm the same way with you. Like I'm not jealous of like if my wife has other dudes looking at her. I feel the same way. Like you know, like I already expected at this point. When I was a bit younger and I was a little insecure when we first started going out, and I think a lot of it had to do with I always looked younger than her, especially when I didn't have this beard to show for it. So you know, I always get like you know, you always get especially the older dudes. You know what I mean? The way they always kind of looked older than me, and that would kind of mess with me a little bit. But now I'm okay with it. It doesn't bother me much like that. We even have our like, you know, we even at the point where we have fun talking about who our like celebrity crushes are. You know what I mean? Because, you know, we only human. So, you know, if you find someone else attractive, that's okay. You know what I mean? So I'm not the type to be like, oh, why you like him? And yeah, fun. We always have like a new list and we're like, oh yeah, this dude, you know, this girl look good, this dude look good. You know what I mean? So,
yeah, we do that too. I be telling her all the time, like, yo, you in love with Romeo Santos? Stop it! You feel me? Like little shit like that, like
you know, shit like that. You know, and it's harmless, you know, and you know, that's a healthy thing too, because then you know, it's not really you know, being you know, some jealous dudes will take that to heart, and I've seen that, and they're like, oh,
I've definitely seen that too, bro.
Yeah, bro, and they
losing
really
their fucking mind, like.
Yeah, bro. They get wild aggressive and they get wild angry for something that's not even going to come into fruition. You know what I mean? There was one hotel I worked at where, like, I swear to God, like every other day I was meeting somebody famous, and who did I meet? I met my Nipsey Hussle's wife.
Laura London.
Laura London. Oh my God, I met Laura London in the elevator. It was like an early morning. She was heading out. I don't know who she stayed with, and I knew who she was.
Who she stayed with.
Yeah, I forget who she stayed with, but she was leaving early because that was one of my early shifts.
And that's when you was in a hotel out here?
And New York, in Manhattan.
Yeah.
And I was like, hey, how you doing? We talked a little bit, we chatted up. You know, I was like, you have a blessed one, all right? And then I hit my wife. I was like, oh my God, I just met my boo. And then we started cracking up.
He said, I just met my boo.
I was wild happy. And you know who was also wild flirtatious? And funny to come think of it now that she was messing with August. It makes sense. Jada Pinkett Smith was wild flirtatious, bro. Like, every time I would see her with her bodyguard, she would be locked on like, hey, how you doing? Blah 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 blah. Okay, all right.
Okay.
Like, she could have. I'm sure any other day if I wasn't married, she could take advantage of me. I don't give a fuck. You know what I mean? She was with it.
Smell like is the perfume given? Who smell like? Laura London or
Laura London. It was her. I mean,
it was given. The perfume was given.
It was ultra given, and what was crazy was like she just woke up. You could tell, and she still looked pretty. I was like, damn. I was just like, you just don't look bad any day. Like you just a baddie, and she was really sweet and really cute. And I was just like, damn, bro, like. And so every time I meet one of them, I'll be like, oh, I met my boo today, you know, and then. Few times because she was working in the city too at the doctor's office, she'd meet some famous people too, and she'd be like, "Oh, guess who I met?" I'm like, "Oh, okay." She was like, "Yeah, he looked pretty cool." I was like, "Oh, okay." We're like, "All right." So,
okay.
You know, like you just have fun,
I ain't never meet none of my celebrity crushes. I don't really got celebrity crushes too much though. Okay. I got one. I ain't going front. I got one.
Okay, who's yours?
I got Lotto.
Lotto. Yeah. Okay,
you know, but.
That's it, right?
I think she remind me a lot of wifey though. I don't know. It's just little things. You know what I'm saying? It's the little things.
It's the little things. So. They always say a celebrity crush always look like, you know, your type anyway. You know what I mean? For the most part. So, you know, but you know, jealousy. You know, it could be. You know, you don't want to go overboard with the jealousy, but you're right. I think that the key factor is what you said about the time, because I do get, you know, I do feel like a little brat sometimes if I don't get my time with her, and I'm just like, all right.
Yeah, it's a fact, bro. The time, the attention, you know what I'm saying? Other shit, you know?
Yeah.
Grown shit, you know what I'm saying? Like
grown stuff.
You know what I'm saying? So yeah, it's like, you know, we as men we gotta be taken care of, you know?
Yeah. You know,
so
if that does go idle for a while, then you know you are feeling like, okay, like what really is going on, and that's really, you know, I get like a lot of I notice a lot of people who do very, like, let's say you got a couple, and I've seen this a lot, very well off, they got everything they want, but they hard workers and stuff, and then they eventually go astray. You know what I mean? And that's because they put work in front of them so long, and then they don't really take the time to really have their time and to kind of shut the world out.
I always try to put family first, bro, and that's always been my motto. Like even like with like jobs, like I ain't gonna front. After I turned a certain age, I've told jobs like, if you require me to work on the weekends, then don't hire me, because I'm not. My weekends is for my family, bro.
Right.
I don't care how you feel about that. I'm letting you know now before I even take the job. I don't work weekends.
I wish I could.
Nah, that, bro. I'll keep it real with every job, bro, and no lie, thank God, like it's always worked in my favor. Like my job now, like I'm a director, so like here and there, I have to go in, like you know, probably one weekend out the month and all that for a few hours.
Yeah.
Every weekend, fuck out of here.
Yeah, that's too much.
Nah, not me, bro. Not at all. Welcome to the chat. Let's chat about it.
Yeah, man.
Yeah. What you feel like? Not. Because we in this topic of relationships and shit. That I want to stay in it a little bit longer. Just to get your thoughts on what's clingy, like what's too clingy to you.
Okay, all right. So clingy is, I think, at the point, and I had a girl like this before I met my wife, where they want to know almost every step of your day, which that could be way too clingy. You know what I mean? Like especially if. You know, if it's only been within 15, 20, 30 minutes, you know what I mean? Like of you just giving me me giving you an update of what just happened, where I feel like some girls could be like that. I had this one girl, man, that I was dating, and it was just almost like on the hour, every hour. How you doing? What's up? What you up to? I'm just like, all right, cool. Like, I don't mind that you thinking of me, but it's the same time, like, you know, you got to let some time pass.
What's up?
For me to miss you, you know what I mean? Too,
that's a fact.
You know, like if you don't give that time for someone to miss you, then it's always going to be and you got to, and it feels like it also keeps a little bit. Now you don't want too much time, like, you know, but just enough to where it makes me wanting to ask you, or like say, oh, let me return the favor, like, hey, how you doing, or what's going on? You know what I mean?
That's a fact. Yeah, for me, like. I like that part about it. Like, yeah, I definitely agree with you. Like every text and every minute, like I told you before, like we talked in the last episode, like me and wifey, we do our thing where We text each other in the morning if I know I'm gonna be away for, X amount of hours and shit. But sometimes we won't even talk from like that one text in the morning all the way to almost time that I'm about to come home or I'm on my way home.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So like you need that time to definitely miss each other and shit. We just get busy in what we got going on during the day and all that. I don't mind. I feel like there's times where you're supposed to be clingy. You know what I'm saying? Like cuddle season, you know what I'm saying? Rainy days, we about to sit and watch a movie. You won't be all over me, that's cool. Like, you know what I'm saying? I don't mind holding hands and kissing in public. Like, I'm affectionate, you know what I'm saying? A lot of niggas ain't affectionate with their females, you know what I'm saying? I'm very affectionate. Like, I don't mind hugging and kissing and being lovey-dovey in person and outside and shit and all that. But, like, I want my space too, you know what I'm saying? I'm a man. Like, I need my manly space. I need to just be chill. I need to let my nuts hang, as we say. You feel me? Like,
that's right.
You know what I'm saying? You don't have to be on top of me every minute. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, there's times to be clingy, shit. Because sometimes as men, we clingy. Like, we want to be up their ass and follow them and all that and everything. So, but it's times for it, you know what I'm saying? So, that's just my thoughts on that,
You mentioned about, like public affection and that it's kind of, I didn't mean to talk about this, but now that you're bringing it up, I feel like now public affection kind of gets like looked down upon as opposed to where, and I don't know if it's because a lot of people are haters now or is it like, but I'm assuming it is because there's a lot of times where like, I'll be out with my wife and we're just, holding hands, doing our love thing and, people just like the hell, you know what I mean? And these are other couples, you know what I mean? Or something, but I'm just like, if you out with your shorty, you out with wifey, you gotta show that. You can't, you know what I mean? Because that's part of your vibe. That's what you're doing.
Fact, bro. I feel like if you don't too, like I feel like when people don't, it's either usually probably because they got something going on in their relationship or, one of them is like got some type of insecurity or maybe one of them is just like really not for that person, you know what I'm saying? Like they don't want to. Maybe they doing something that they don't want to be seen out in public. Like, I don't want to be acting like I'm outside with her because I got something going on over here. You feel me? Like, that kind of 9 out of 10 be it, bro. Like, you feel me? It be the bullshit and the fuckery.
Yeah.
I don't care, bro. I'm outside with my lady, like, and she looking good. I'ma love on her. I'ma kiss on her. I don't give a fuck if you like to see it or not, nigga. Don't look at us. Look the other way. You feel me? Because I'ma kiss on mine and I'ma hug on mine. You feel me? I even grab her ass outside. What's up? Like, you feel me? I don't care. Like, it's me. You feel me? Like,
right. So. So I think, for real, because a lot of people, I think they just be hating.
It's definitely a time, like somebody says, a time and place for all that. It's definitely a time and place. I'm not saying I'm outside doing that all the time, but it's just like if I feel like I want to grab and hug on you, because it's a moment, you know what I'm saying? Sometimes you look at your like, damn, you looking good today. You want to hug up on them. You might be outside at that moment. So fucking what? How you feel. You can't discredit how you feel. You feel me? Like
right, absolutely. And like they said, time and place. That's definitely what matters, man. And it's
if you food shopping, why I need to see all that? Nah, it's not. We're not saying like just doing it. I'm just saying like, like it's moments, that you have where you want to be on your partner's body. You know what I'm saying? That's. Sometimes it just might be at the fucking supermarket.
Because,
you know what I'm saying? Like,
I'll give a perfect. Sometimes you get, especially when you parents and you got so much going on, it be those little trips going to the market. There's something you have in that time together with them that you just find yourself more attracted to. You know what I mean? And that's okay.
Checking out the candles and shit and fucking, that Bath and Beyond and shit. Like, this our favorite candle right here. Yeah, give me a kiss.
Right.
Really, like,
we don't go clubbing like we used to, but every once in a while we make a Target run or something or a Walmart run, and that joint feel like a whole date because we just, you just kind of seeing what you like. You're window shopping.
That's a fact, bro. Like, that's one thing. Like, I ain't gonna front. I guess I don't know if it's like an old thing. And it ain't definitely not a broke thing. Cause I hate when people say like you gotta be broke the window shop. You know what I'm saying? Like you don't gotta be broke the window shop.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Me and wifey love doing that shit. Like going out, looking at shit we want, you know what I'm saying? That we can get later. We know we don't need it right now, but fuck it, we just gonna look, you know what I'm saying?
Right, because you gotta, you know, it's fun to do those things. It's fun to
Date night, movie, shopping, walking outside. Love all those things. Word. When you have kids, those times alone is it. Word. That's a fact.
That's a fact.
That's a fact.
In fact, those little ass things, they fucking matter, bro. And I didn't realize that till I really got, like, when I moved out here, like, because before when we went in the Bronx, we always go to the city. Like every weekend was like our city day. Like we'll go to a museum, we'll do something, we'll go to Central Park. And then we moved out here, we didn't really have much. There's really not much to do out here except eat and drink. And then we don't want to do that all the time. So those little things, going to Walmart, going to Target, just, you know, and having that little moment, you know, that shit does matter. And you start appreciating that.
That's a fact, bro. We always, like, no lie, like, we take a lot of walks. Like, I'll be telling my wife, like, yo, we're going to take a walk today. Like, you got to encourage that shit sometimes. Like, even if they're not up to it, like, if you, as the pack leader, encourage it, they going to follow.
They going to love it. That's
you
true.
Feel me?
That's true.
And that sometimes you just got to be the pack leader and do that shit.
Yeah, man. You know, recently, like me, I'm the type, even though I'm not in the best shape, thank you, sweetheart. Even though I'm not in the best shape, I'm pretty much super dedicated to, I hit the gym about 4 to 5 times a week for the most part. And recently, wifey was just, like she wanted to get serious because she's been so busy full-time working and doing school. So I was like, bet, let's rock. Let's start doing it. Because over here in the complexes of the apartments, most of them they have a gym in the complex. So you could go to it. So I was like, boom, that's day one. We're going to start there. And then ended up she got a guest pass for the gym I go to. We did that together. And I was dying to do that with her because I would see a lot of couples in my gym doing that. And I'd be like, damn, I really want to be that couple that works out together. Because I think that's also a healthy thing. You know, for you to y'all both want to get in shape. Y'all both want to be healthy. But it's also like a good social thing. Like, all right, y'all both get in the gym. Y'all headed. And man, let me tell you, that was like probably one of the best days that we've had in a long time, where I was just like, we were good. We had a good pump. Our endorphins were up. We got outside together. We had a moment together. And it boosted our week, our mood for the whole
kids.
Week. Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, no kids.
Sometimes you need those no kid days. You feel me?
Yeah, bro.
Even though you great parents and you love your kids, but sometimes you just need those no kid days. You need that moment of just woosah and have y'all moment together as a couple, as parents, for y'all can regroup. Even in those times where y'all just having those moments together, y'all still talking about how great y'all gonna be parents and what the week is about for the kids. But y'all doing it just y'all two, you know what I'm saying? Because sometimes when the kids is around, there'll be a lot going on. You know?
Yeah, you empowering them.
You need that private time. You know what I'm saying?
And it'd be the best when you get them when they're not planned too. When you get that, like yesterday when y'all hit me up and we were talking, my daughter wanted to go to the sleepover and the parents were there. The moms was there for it, but they had rented a whole hotel room and stuff. And at first I was like, nah, because you know how we are with our kids.
Nah, yeah, right.
And then my daughter hit me up on FaceTime because we were going to go pick her up. And my daughter hit me up on the FaceTime and she was like, can I please? And I was like, all right, let me talk to the moms. And the moms was cool about it. And I was just like, you know what? I trust you, I'm gonna trust you, and everything went fine. Nothing bad happened. She had a really good time, and then we ended up going out yesterday, and we didn't even plan it, and we went to a new little restaurant spot we never been to, and it was just nice. I was just like, man, we kind of deserve this, you work so hard, and then forget you need those breaks.
That's a fact, bro. That's a whole fact. That's a whole fact.
Yeah, man. Wanted to move on to the diddler section of the show of Let's Chat About It.
Every week we got something on your boy Diddy.
The diddler's at it again.
He's at it again, bro. You want to touch base on the fight or the fight that was about to happen between the Sons and so Diddy's sons and Ray J almost got into it at a Halloween party. right now, nobody knows what it was about. There was a lot of chest bumping and in each other's face. And as guess who was driving by, Chris Brown jumped out the whip.
He said, "Excuse me, boss."
You know what I'm saying? Like, what? Nah, he's the homie. He jumped out and stopped the whole thing, bro. But nobody knows what the beef is about. Like,
right. So apparently, I was hearing that Ray J the past week or so has had a lot of Diddy in his mouth. Pause. But just pretty much saying talking a lot of stuff, I guess, via social media and all that. And it got back to the Suns, and then the Suns had pressed him about that. But crazy, like, small world that Chris Brown, out of all people, will be stopping a fight when he usually starts them, right? But
see Breezy to the rescue.
Yeah, for real, like.
And they could probably dance in the middle of
yeah,
like,
yeah.
Right?
I wonder if he was like Halloween dressed as Michael and just came out moonwalking to stop them, you know?
That shit's crazy.
Yeah. And like, you know, I get it. I get where the Suns are coming from. There's probably a ton of pressure on them right now. There's probably, you know, they're getting it from every.
But the shit is though, like, why y'all outside? Why y'all at parties right now?
Right.
You feel like I get it. All right, y'all still gotta live your life. Okay, y'all young. You know, you still gotta make your appearances and shit. But like, y'all got a lot of heat on y'all family right now. Y'all should be chilling.
Yeah, and I'll be real with you, because I know the person I am. If I seen Diddy's kids too, I'd be talking some wild smack too, like, "Oh, how's your dad doing?" You know what I mean? Like, put on some disrespectful, because you know it's gonna hurt feelings. You know what I mean? You know, people say they don't care. You know, and for what he's done, it's probably ruffled a lot of feathers and made a lot of people mad. And you know,
it's crazy how, you know, they asking a lot of people, like, you be seeing the memes where they asking a lot of celebrities, "Hey, were you at the Diddy parties? Were you at the freak offs?"
Yeah, they're like,
everybody's just like walking off or not saying that or saying some side shit.
Right. They're like, I don't know. Maybe I was. Maybe I forgot.
Yo,
seems like there's no end to that list. It's like every time somebody talks about it, you find out like some other video or something that, you know, oh, this person was there, that person was there. So, I mean, Ray J also need to keep his mouth shut, because Ray J really shouldn't be talking.
He was at the freak offs.
You
Orlando
like,
Brown said it.
You feel me? Like
when they had that interview with what's his name? Who's the Funny Marco?
Funny Marco, oh, that interview.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
your boy Orlando was wild
with that microphone.
So I'm not even gonna get into the mic shade there, but
yo,
he was telling Ray J in his face, like, "Bro, you was there." And Ray J kept saying, "Nah, I don't know what you're talking about." He was like, "Bro, you're a liar. Like, you was there. I was there. You was there."
Yeah, I was there. You was there. Right?
You know what I'm saying? Like, what? Like, come on, Ray J, cut it out, man. We know you was there. We know you was at the freak offs.
Don't hide
Mel, the rest of them, y'all was all in there. Stop it.
Yeah, like don't hide about that, bro. Like, especially if you was there. They definitely look like the type that he would definitely be there. Like, I wouldn't even I mean, come on, he had a whole tape with Kim Kardashian, so it's like, what makes you think he's not that type of dude? You know,
that would make me think, was Diddy the one filming this tape?
Yeah, imagine he was.
He probably was the one holding the camera, bro.
For real, bro.
You know what I'm saying?
For real, dude.
Yeah, it's nuts, man. This Diddy shit is nuts. You know, it's a lot. It's a lot going on with the deadlift.
To add to that, the story of the 10-year-old boy now. So now,
put me on to the tech, because I know we was chatting about it a little bit, and I was trying to look for like the article and shit, but there's so much articles on this Diddy shit. It's like, you know, it's hard to come on to just find which one you're looking for and shit. So put me on, because you know a lot more about the 10-year-old boy thing.
So this 10-year-old artist, I don't think the name has been revealed of who he is, but now he's coming forward saying that he was an up-and-coming R&B artist. I think this was around the early 2000s. Diddy had...
so he's older now.
Yeah. Diddy had his manager reach out to him, right? He had one of his managers, like his little, what do they call it? When they, like, recruiter manager.
A&Rs, like an A&R?
A&R, reach out to him, flew this kid out, right? And the dude is saying that within the conversation that he's having with Diddy, They went into either his apartment, I think it was, or to a hotel room. And he said, Diddy straight up told him, he said, how bad do you want a career in the music industry? How bad do you want to get signed? The kid said, really, really bad. And he said Diddy's exact words were, well, some things that you want really bad, you're going to have to do things that you don't like. And as he was saying that, Diddy exposed himself and before that, him exposing himself, gave him a drink. The kid kind of felt, felt dizzy or whatever. And then before you know it,
said Camp Diddlers.
Yeah, bro. And
it's crazy. No, you know what it makes me think?
Yeah.
Like, saying, like, he was in charge of B2K, and that shit that was happening to Raz B and them, it could have been the Diddler, bro.
Been him, and they keeping it low key. Let's be real.
I'm just saying, bro. As a man,
right?
As a teenager, I was wilder when I was a teen.
Right.
We was heavy trying to be in the music industry.
Right.
If I would have got a chance to come across some shit like that, I'd have fucked Diddy up, bro. I'm just saying. You ain't telling me, you're not gonna disrespect me, bro. Right. I'm bringing you back to the hood. We're gonna fuck you up, nigga. We're gonna rob you. We're gonna fuck you up.
Right.
Like, you're not playing with me. What? Like, some of these niggas was like 14, 15, letting niggas run up in them, bro. It's crazy.
And like, how desperate were they? Like, but again, like, and then I wonder how many stories of people who actually had the courage to hit him on his chin and be like, who the fuck you talking to about that? Like, you know what I mean? Like, I'll fuck you up. You know what I mean? But
that was like that video I sent you with with Fab, Jada. It was Fab, Jada. It was, I think, on the Drink Champs joint.
Drink Champs, yes. I love that video.
Was calling fucking Nori daddy and shit.
Yeah,
like, yeah, daddy, daddy, and Jada, you could tell Jada and Fab was wild uncomfortable.
Jada was like this.
They was wild uncomfortable sitting there like, yo, bro, this nigga's wild, like,
wow. And I love that video for one of many reasons. One, because it shows Diddy's true colors. Before all this even happened, I remember that being the first video, like, yo, he got a problem. Like, there's something up with this dude. Two, it shows how Jada has been in the game for a while. He's considered a vet for sure. And he's definitely known of some things, heard of some things, maybe even seen some things.
He was signing a Bad Boy. But that even shows more why they wanted to fucking get away from Bad Boy.
Right.
They fought to get away from Bad Boy.
And he was still good, and he was still good enough and man enough to keep his mouth shut and be like, all right, I'm not going to air you out, but just let me do me and give me my business.
That's probably how they got out the shit, bro.
Probably. Oh, hell
and
yeah,
Diddy couldn't extort them niggas. Them niggas was from the hood. You feel me? Like,
right.
They was not playing. You know what I'm saying? And they had a lot of people backing them at that time and shit.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So like,
Fab seemed a little like he was conflicted. It almost seemed as Fab's body language was like, damn.
Cause he probably been to the party. Like, I feel like, don't get me wrong, I feel like there's people that been to the parties, but they didn't indulge in shit. You feel me? Like, like there's people that been to the parties and did some shit, and then there's people that probably was just at the parties and seen some shit and was just like mind their business.
Yes.
You feel me? Because if you remember the stand up, the Pimp Chronicles, Cat Williams shit. He was saying all the wild shit that was happening in Hollywood.
Right.
You feel me? And we were just thinking these was jokes, and the nigga was telling the truth. Like, you feel me? Shit was happening.
That ass, bro. Like, and that's even like in Hollywood, you know, not just the music industry, but Hollywood, where I've seen a few interviews with Denzel Washington and him saying, like, don't stay after midnight. You know what I mean? He's like, he always goes, he's like, I go to the parties, but I'm out before midnight. He's like, I don't stay.
I don't go to the after.
Right. He knows.
We don't go to the afties.
Yeah. Like, that's when the
afties be crazy.
Right. That's when the devils come out. Oh, yes, please. Thank you. Thank you. And, you know, like, it's just, I mean, it's a wicked, wicked industry. And maybe that's why so many artists be going to Christian rap too, bro. Like, not for nothing, that like just switching it all up.
Shit crazy, bro. Shit definitely crazy, bro. The Diddler is out here wilding, bro. He not out here wilding no more. Not the Afties. Yeah, the Afties was crazy, bro. Shit. Some of my Afties was crazy, and it wasn't even the fucking Diddy parties. I done been to I done been to a couple Afties and be like, what the fuck is going on in here? I appreciate y'all. Definitely appreciate y'all. Thank
I've
you.
been to some ghetto
Thank you,
afties. I
thank
ain't
you.
going front.
Yo, I've been to some afties and seen some shit like, whoa, I gotta get out of here. I gotta get out of here.
Yo, I remember. Let me tell you a quick story. So, this is circa 2006, 7, and we go to this part. I'm with a few dudes I used to do music with, and one of his boys had come home, so we went out. Mind you, I had to go to work the next day.
Appreciate
We ended up going to a few, hopping about a bunch of spots in the city, ended up making our way to the point, right? Point. At this point, I don't know where I'm at. All I remember was like we go into this spot, and when they open up the door, it was like it kind of looks like it don't even look like an apartment. It looks almost like a shack, right? And then
been to some type of shit like that,
right,
bro.
but not like a small shack, like a big building,
like a garage type shit.
Yeah, like a garage, but a taller building.
Shit like that, bro. Crazy.
Right.
Those be the craziest afties, bro.
Right. And there was murals of Big L, Pun, I think ODB, like some artists that have just passed away. Guy comes out, he's like, listen, I'm gonna just let y'all know right now, this is my apartment. He was like, he was like, if anything happened, that's it. It's a wrap. Y'all getting dismissed. You know what I mean? So respect everyone, and we gonna respect you. So we was like, I bet, no problem. We get up. It was a whole apartment, and in the apartment, the living room was set up as a strip club. Right? There was a whole pole in the middle. Shorty was doing her thing. The kitchen was a whole bar. They just, I mean, like literally where the sink was at was just ice, all ice with beers in it. And dude, it was a full out party. Like people was doing things up on the roof, up in the rooms, up in the bathroom, the other bathroom.
I've been to shit like that, bro.
You know what I mean?
I've been to shit like that.
I have fun. Like, you know, I did my little tips on the strip or whatever. I didn't get too crazy because I didn't know where I was at. So I didn't even want to drink. Like, I think I had like some beers over there, but I didn't want to drink anything crazy.
Yeah, well, you don't know what niggas was trying to slip.
Yeah, you never know, you know. And luckily it was pretty dead, and we ended up cutting out before it got a little busy because then some other characters started coming in. So then we were just like, all right, this is our night. We out. It was already like, by the time we left, the sun was up.
Yeah, that's the afties, bro. I left afties like fucking 9, 10 in the morning, bro.
Yeah.
Feel me? And I definitely, one thing I agree with you is, anytime I went to an afty, bro, I would never fucking drink I'll drink always a beer. Because at least I could watch them open it. You feel me? Like, you're not going to give me no drink. I don't know what you putting into this shit. I appreciate the love, y'all. I appreciate the love.
Hell yeah.
Pop that screen, share this love.
I got laced one time, and that was probably the last time I ever took something from someone I didn't know. I used to go to this bar, right? And in the bar, the bartenders, there was one that rode J's, and she would sell them for like $10, right? So I go in there after work, and this is after me going there for a while. I wasn't even supposed to be in there. I was underage, but the people I knew, they gave me the pass to go there.
Our generation, bro, we was places we weren't supposed to be on the
supposed to be.
That's a fact.
You know, so I go in there after work. This was by grandma's house in West Farms, by the way. You know, so this was, remember in West Farms on the corner, there was it was a strip club that almost got shut down like every other week.
Pass up the block?
It was like a club. Yeah, like after the train, when you're going, like when you're about to make that right turn onto I think it's the BQE or whatever.
Yeah, I think I know what you're talking about. And
it was always a club there now it's like a uniform store, but it used to be a crazy club. It was up the block from there, and I asked her for a J. I was like, yo, you got that? She's like, yeah. She goes to the bathroom. She rolls it for me. She's like, yo, I left it in there for you. I was like, all right, but go. Took 2 puffs. By the third puff, something felt wrong. I don't know what it was, but I was smoking enough at that point to know, like, I was like, nah, this hit different. So then I left my beer on the table, so I wasn't sure if it was from at first I wasn't sure if it was from the J or from that shit, or the J. So then I'm sitting and I'm drinking my drink, and I don't feel good. And I'm just like, so then I asked her, I was like, that's some strong stuff. I was like, what? I was like, what is that? Is that sour? Is that perp? She was like, yeah. She was like, it's that and a little something extra. And my eyes just went. I said, what? Yo, from the time and just those like 10, 30 seconds, bro, when I got up, literally like how you see it in the movies when someone gets laced or drugged and shit is going like this.
Yeah.
Yo,
I've been
all I
there,
remember,
bro.
yeah, dude. All I
Trust
remember
me, I've been
doing,
there.
thank you, Texas Mama. All I remember doing was walking around the corner, making it to East 180th train station, and I'm dizzy, like I'm wild. It's like, remember, you ever play Grand Theft Auto when your
Oh, yeah, when
character's
you
mad
drink the
drunk?
beer and shit.
Yeah, and he's like that. That's
Mhm.
exactly how it was. And I was like, oh shit. I waved the cab. He picked me up. I went home and I slept it off. And then I woke up the next morning. Okay, thankfully I didn't have to go to the hospital. But I remember being like shocked, like, wow, people
Nah,
really
yeah, that happened to me
they
before
don't give a
too, bro.
fuck
I
about
went to
you.
a party. My man's was throwing a going away party. Like, so my oldest daughter's her godfather, like big time in real estate, always had bread, always throwing big parties. You know
Right.
what I'm saying? There's one now when I already had moved out the city and I'm upstate, fucked with, you know what I'm saying, money niggas and shit. So
Okay.
big parties, mansion parties, crazy. One of his mans was getting locked up, going away. So they throwing him a going away party and shit. Had fucking strippers from Sue's Rendezvous come up. All types of crazy shit, bro. But you know, motherfuckers in there doing shit, extra shit. I just smoke the flowers, you feel me? That's all I do. I don't do no extra shit.
Right.
I drink my sips and I fuck with the flowers. That's it.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But I went down to the basement. I'm like, niggas is down there smoking. Like, yo, you want to hit this? I'm like, yeah, fuck it. Not thinking.
Yeah.
But these niggas be doing other shit.
Uh-huh.
Bro, I felt like I was going to have a heart attack. You know what
Wow.
I'm saying? And I ain't going to front. Like, ever since then, like, you know, that's why I kind of, like, don't, you know, indulge no more. Like, here and there, you know, once in a blue. But it's just always, like, I feel like, you know what I'm saying, sometimes I get, like, these little anxieties and shit. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Bro. The flower definitely hit different now than what he is not, you know what I mean? It's definitely the flower.
You can't trust people no more, bro. You definitely can't trust people no more. Like, that's why I'm glad like you can go to dispensaries and shit now where you know what I'm saying? Because you can't trust motherfuckers on the corner no more.
Oh no. They don't care. They don't even care.
Especially with this fat shit going on, all this fat around and all that. And
thank you, Texas Mama. And
it's crazy, bro.
It's wild out here. You got to be careful, and that's definitely what's happening with Diddy, and he's not the only one. You know what I mean? Because apparently he got the same treatment. The reason why he's the way he is because another executive in the music industry did that to him.
Yeah, it's crazy.
And that's exactly what it was. You know what I mean? And that's going to continue to happen until I guess this whole Diddy thing he goes down, and then it might just stop or it might just keep going. But we'll really never know. It's happening for a long time.
But getting off the Diddy shit, let's talk about your boy Young Thug coming home.
Yeah, man. So apparently now I'm hearing he's just going to it's going to be a 5-year deal. Like I don't know if he's completely coming home yet, but apparently what's in the works is that it's 5 years and then a few years of probation at home. So, he was able to work it out. I mean, it's definitely a huge win for him. He definitely gained some weight up in there too, man. So he ain't slim no more. He definitely got some weight on him now. So, I mean, they were showing like his, when you have to talk to the judge and you gotta, kind of say like your piece and all that.
Yeah, you gotta cop out to a few things to get the probation. I think that shit too.
And it seems genuine, like it didn't seem, like we see a lot of people doing there. You're like, whatever, you're full of shit. But for the first time, I felt like I seen Young Thug for who he was. And I felt like he really maybe have learned from everything. And maybe this whole experience really humbled him.
Yeah, somebody said free Tory. Keeping up free Tory. He going to be home soon, too. I feel like Tory going to definitely be home soon, too. Even Lil Durk, his lawyer that he got is top notch, bro. Like, she nothing to play with.
He more than top notch.
She got him off the other bed he was going to do.
Yeah, bro.
And she took this case over now, so he might not even be sitting up for that long. You know what I'm saying? Bro. So it's good to I just hope that when if he do get a chance to come home, I just hope he do the right things, man.
Yeah.
People got to take accountability for certain shit, and they got to watch again. Like we talked in the last episode, you got to watch who your circle, man. You got to watch who you keep in your circle, bro. Everybody can't go with you. Everybody can't be in the forefront with you. You know what I'm saying? No special moments just got to be for you, and the ones you really trust. You know what I'm saying? But nowadays, who can you really trust? You feel me?
6ix9ine about to go back into talking about it because he got caught violating something in his parole. And now he going back in, but even the whole time he was out, he was acting like a goofball too. He wasn't really doing what he needed to be doing.
But you know, even if he go in, they just gonna protect him. So
yeah,
it's not like he gonna go in a gem pop or some shit.
Yeah.
He's gonna be, you know, isolated. You know, good meals.
Right. You know, so and. I mean, you got to have a lot of money for all that stuff because that don't come cheap. You know, between lawyer fees and all that, like it's not a cheap.
Well, it don't come cheap. He snitched, so he gonna get it. And that's just what it is, bro. If you snitch, they gonna treat you like a king in there. You feel me? That's pretty much what it is, bro. Like at the end of the day, like you gonna live good while you locked up, but you gonna tell us X, Y, and Z.
Yeah. So he's going to continue dropping dimes then.
Of course.
Locked in for that. Shit. Yeah. That's scary though when you think about it because then you always got to be living your life looking over your shoulder. And I would have. It's not worth it. It's not worth it. Like
anything I've ever done in my life, I always did it by myself.
Yeah.
If I got caught, ain't never nobody could say ain't no paperwork on me.
Right.
I ain't got no codies, no none of that. You feel me? Like shit.
That's right. Right, man. Not that us. You know, and it's just, you know, I feel like now if anybody in here is an artist trying to make your way into the industry, one, don't get diddied, and two, is get out of whatever circle you in, whatever's in your past, leave it in the past and move forward. Don't continue that stuff because I think the main thing we see way too much is just a lot of these artists trying to live that same lifestyle they try to leave to move up in the music industry, and then it kind of just puts you back in a worse predicament, you know. So
that's right. That's all fact.
Yeah, you know. I wanted to get into this PR joke, this Puerto Rican joke thing that's been going crazy. Now, I know you don't like to talk about politics. Tony Hinchcliffe, man. So
listen. So I'm gonna say my part, and then I'll let you take over for that.
All right, bet.
All right. This is how I feel. Like at the end of the day, there's always good jokes and there's always bad jokes. Tony Hinchcliffe, if you follow him, if you know who he is, that's just the type of comedian he's in. He is. He's raw. This is nothing new. Like, this is him being regular. Feel me? Like, it was a bad time to do that joke. Because I'm pretty sure if he would have did that joke at a fucking comedy club or his show or something,
it would have did well.
Puerto Ricans would have not took it as bad as they did. Nah, but because it was at a fucking, you know, I can't say his name. Mm-hmm. You know, we can't say the political names of the parties on here. But because it was at that moment, you know, who he was speaking for, everybody took it as a bad joke.
Right.
I'm Puerto Rican. I know how good our island is. I know how beautiful our island is, how beautiful our people are. You know what I'm saying? I don't give a fuck what anybody got to say about us. You know what I'm saying? We know how we are. We know what we do for each other, how we take care of people. Like our whole culture, bro, is to me is the best. Like people love our culture. You know what I'm saying? They talk highly of our culture. You know what I'm saying? So like, I didn't get offended because he's a comedian and that's what he do. You know what I'm saying? Was it wrong for him to do it at that time? Yeah, because it wasn't the right, like they say, you know, wrong time, whatever, right time, wrong place, or whatever the case was. Like, it was just the timing was wrong for him to say that joke. But I'm pretty sure if he said it in one of his shows or at a club I don't think people would have took it as bad. You feel me?
Yes, I get you. And
that's just me. That's just my opinion. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. That's a good take on it.
He's that type of comedian. He's raw like that. he's regular like that in his shows and shit. If you follow him and follow his comedy, like that's them, bro.
That's him.
You
Yeah.
feel me? So
Yeah, man. He's been a roaster for a long time. Even found out that he was the one writing all of the roasts for years for the Comedy Central roasts.
yeah,
For all for
they go crazy
the
on
early
them.
2000s. And that's his style. He even has that show Kill Tony. The funny thing with me was I wasn't sure if I was Puerto Rican enough to be offended because you know how it is when you're New Yorican to all the real bodies that are in the island, we're Americanized.
Yeah, of course.
And growing up, it's always been half and half. Like, yeah, can I speak Spanish? But I've always made that joke like I'm a Puerto Rican, like
Puerto Rican.
yeah, you know what I mean? Like, I know enough to get me by, but I'm not as cultured as like some of my friends are, where a lot of my friends grew up with their parents only speaking the language and having that. Having said that, I guess in my soul, I felt a little bit offended by it, only because the time and place, like you said, he chose the wrong place, especially the wrong crowd. And I think now, had I been in New York, maybe I would, it wouldn't affect me as much. But I'm out here in Florida where I'm surrounded by all these Trumpers.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So the vibe and dynamic is different. Whereas let's say this guy becomes president again, you're not going to feel it so much in New York as opposed to other states who are running for him. So for me, it's more like, dang, like I feel like I gotta be stepping on eggshells out here too as a Hispanic, because I already get those looks out here already. You know what I mean?
Yeah, trust me, I know it.
And I'm a comedian, like, trust me, I've heard the worst. I've even had other Puerto Ricans say some really good Puerto Rican jokes that are like slamming our people too. And we're both from New York. We come up with you're getting your ass cut from the time you young. You know what I mean? So a teenager, you gotta grow thick skin up,
bro.
There's nothing wrong with that.
Your own family cutting your ass,
right?
It'd
be your own too. Yeah, absolutely.
It'd be your own parents cutting your ass, bro.
You know,
feel me? Like,
yeah.
So again, like, not that I didn't get offended. Like, everybody got offended at some type of way.
Yeah.
But for me, like, I love comedy. Like, even like like when I watch movies, when I watch shows, that goes comedy, action, and then everything else. You feel me? Like, I love comedy. I love a good laugh.
Me too.
You feel me? So like, cause that's what we grew up on, that shit, bro. It's so much. We got so much. No homo. Pause. We got a lot of niggas in our family. More niggas in our family than females.
Right.
So when we used to all get together and just be cutting each other's ass and laughing and chilling, like, that's what we grew up on. You feel me? And we still do it to this day when we get together as grown men. Still cut each other's ass. You feel me? So like, I just love a good laugh. You know what I'm saying? Again, it was the wrong place, the wrong time for that joke.
It was.
But
I even put up a video. I put up a video, which I didn't expect to get a lot of views, because I was surprised it got almost like 3K views. But it was pretty much me detailing what Hispanics have done, Puerto Ricans especially, have done for the U.S. But in the beginning of the video, I said, well, for those who think that Puerto Ricans are garbage, and it blew my mind. I mean, it didn't really blow my mind, but it blew my mind how many people still are just like, well, they did it. A lot of, in quotations, like, a lot of replies that I got was, well, he didn't call you people garbage. He called the island garbage. And I'm just like, but when you're calling the island garbage, you're including the people. You know what I mean? And they don't want to see it that way. And sometimes it's that blindness that gets me like, wow, like, no matter, you could be blue in the face. There was a few guests, we was all talking about it. Well, they were talking about it amongst ourselves, and I was working the night shift, and then I put my 2 cents in it, because they were, I told them that a lot of people don't believe I'm even Hispanic. They don't even know what to call me at first. And so I'm just like, yeah, I'm about to put a whole Puerto Rican flag on my car out here just to see how, just to be that guy. Yeah. And I was just like, but had it been a joke in reverse from, let's say, an immigrant or someone that's not from this country, and it was like a joke on America at the other party's convention, that would have been a whole whole other thing. That would have been, yep, you forget about it. You know, it would have been a whole other thing. But
of course.
you know,
It's the world we live in, man. It's
the world we live
the world we live in.
It's the world we
I feel
live
like
in.
nobody got a sense of thick skin. You know what I'm saying? Like everybody takes every little thing personal. They take it, you know, to heart and all that. And again, like I said, like it was a joke. It would have been a good joke at another time.
Yeah.
But you know what I'm saying? At that time, it wasn't. You shouldn't have been saying that joke. You know. And I think it was also the delivery. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Definitely the delivery on how he did it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So, but again, like if you know Tony Hinchcliffe and you follow his comedy and his show and shit, like he really raw like that. Like he talk crazy like that all the time.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? There's a lot of comedians that do.
You
get mad at every comedian, you know what I'm saying, that talk crazy about, you know how many fucking YouTubes I've seen of our own people talking crazy about us.
Yeah.
You feel me? So like,
I give them a lot of credit, comedians like that, because I could never be that type of comedian. I feel like there's just too much backlash involved. And I really don't want to disrespect people like that. Like, I could cut ass in subtle ways, like in little things, like, but I don't want to really, like, I don't want to cause a stir like that. Like, I couldn't handle that type of pressure.
That'd be for publicity too, though, bro.
That's all it is. That's who.
Probably got a show coming out. He on tour right now. You know, it's always something, bro. It's always something. Like, you got to look at it for what it is. And sometimes it don't even be about the joke. It don't even be about the people. It be about the publicity most of the time.
Right. And bad publicity.
Put that person in hindsight and in the limelight for what they got coming up.
Right.
That's all it be, bro.
That's all it be.
That's why you gotta stay woke.
Yeah. You know, you just gotta know who you are, what you stand with, you know, and you know, I got out my, like, it was a whole week. I think I'm exhausted this week because maybe I went back and forth with too many people I shouldn't have had, because it's just like, you can't change people's minds anyway. You know, people don't think it, you know, but it was definitely an interesting week to be Puerto Rican. But and the better side of it, TikTok was like exploding with a lot of love from Puerto Rico, and everybody was just like, you know, they standing with, you know, Boricuas, and I thought that was a nice thing. You know what I mean? Like, it's just like, I bet, like, you know, not everybody thinks that way. Not everyone does. And, you know, but again, it is the world we live in. You know, staying on the comedy tip, we was talking about that the Wayne brothers are returning back for the Scary Movie franchise.
Oh yeah, facts, bro. Facts. I love the scary movies, bro.
I was just rewatching
Part 2 was my favorite.
Which one?
Part 2.
Yo, mine too. I feel
like Part 2 is the funniest one.
Yo, Part 2 is my favorite because I missed Part 1, and not because you know, my dad wouldn't allow me to see it. Yeah. So when Part 2 came out, I didn't tell my mom what it was about. I was just like, yeah, it's a movie, like it's a comedy movie, but she didn't know it was gonna be that bad. Yeah. So my mom is she's a little bit more chill than my dad. My dad would have been like, he would have walked out the theater. But when I brought her to it, that was probably one of my best memories with my mom, because we actually laughed so hard, like, together at that movie. I mean, and it's not one of my favorite movies. I was just rewatching one for Halloween because I didn't want to watch a scary movie. I wanted to keep it light, so I rewatched one. And man, that first scene, I still die in tears, where it's the beginning and Carmen Electra, he's like, yeah, well, I got your boyfriend outside, and it's somebody dressed as Prince, and he's and he does that scream. He's like, ah.
It's definitely. I'm definitely looking forward to it, man. I love the Waynes and what they do for comedy. These what's his name? Damon and the son actually got a show right now, Papa's House. I actually watched the first 2 episodes. It's decent. You know what I'm saying? I liked it. You know what I'm saying? I want to see where it goes. You know what I'm saying? I fuck with them. I like them.
Their family's so underrated. You know,
they did so much, bro, for comedy, bro. You know who bigs them up a lot? Jim Carrey. He always bigs them up because he always says his career would have never been what it was if it wasn't for them.
Right. You know, and they understand comedy. I feel like they understand comedy timing. They understand what makes a good joke, what makes a bad joke. They just understand what can really get a whole good laugh. I even was watching, I was putting my son on to Don't Be a Menace to South Central while drinking your juice in the hood. and he had never seen that movie, but he just recently has started watching all these hood movies.
Bro, that's one of my favorite movies, bro. Message.
Message.
You know what I'm saying?
I quote that movie almost all the time.
I'll just wear these then.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, yo, what? That's my movie, bro.
I love that movie. Probably one of the next to I'm Gonna Get You, Sucker, that one, and the Scary Movie. So I'm glad they're gonna come back. How do you think they're gonna do this time around, though? Now that it's been about, so they stopped producing it. I think it was after 3. After 3, that's when Keenan Ivory Wayne stepped back and he let whoever he sold the rights to take over. So now we're talking maybe about 20 years now. How do you think if they come back and return, how these movies are going to end up now?
Nah, I think it's going to be dope. They funny, bro. Like when they get together, like and they really come together as a collective, all of them are funny, bro. Like even the new generation Waynes are funny.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like to me, they all funny. So like I think it's gonna be great. You know what I'm saying? I look forward to seeing it. Even with the white chicks, they supposed to be dropping White Chicks 2. Part 2, that's supposed to be coming, White Chicks Part 2, and I'm waiting for that as well.
That
you know what I'm saying?
That could definitely work now. That movie could definitely work now.
I'm saying they got so much classics, bro. They
do.
They timeless, bro.
They are.
My family is timeless, bro.
I mean, they've been out since the early 90s at this point, if you want to even consider late 80s, right? So they've been around, for quite some time. So, I think it's going to be awesome.
White Chicks 2 supposed to be dropping,
Hell yeah, they could definitely do it. Wanted to wrap this up with some sports talk.
Oh, yeah.
My Yankees breaking my heart, losing. 30 seconds, I literally just dazed at the TV when they were celebrating they win the Dodgers. But I'm gonna be real with you, Dodgers busted our ass. They swept us. They took us out and they beat us with a belt. Like I'm not even gonna front. And
they came to play, bro.
They came to play, bro. They did not play around. I should have put more money on the Dodgers because I would have been a millionaire. Maybe
I told my pops my Dodgers was taking it.
They
definitely came to play, man. Like I said, this made me start watching baseball again. I remember growing up like watching baseball all the time, and I gave up on baseball for a while because I was just like whatever. And I really got heavy into football and into basketball, but with the Yankees being back in the series and shit, just watching these games, and I watched pretty much every game of the series, and I'm telling you, like every night we was talking, I was like, "Oh damn, cuzzo, like what the fuck, bro? Like
I know, right?
Tight last night,
man. That felt good to do again, like it felt good to even like you don't realize how much muscle memory you have, like of learning, of like remembering, what inning this is. Is this out?
Yeah.
A lot of things.
I was explaining some of the shit too to wifey and shit. But she was like, "Oh, what's this? What's that?" You know what I'm saying? And then you get all those like, "Oh yeah, this is this. This is that." You know what I'm saying?
So that was fun again. And what was that comment?
She said, "But I want to see my Diamondbacks get one too."
Diamondbacks. They were a good team too. They had their prime too in the early 2000s, right? That was like probably the last time they won maybe something. But yeah, man, it felt good to even know some names now for these new baseball players. So I can't wait for next season.
For sure, man, for sure. It was definitely good watching. Not good to see them lose, but the Dodgers came to play, man.
They did, man.
The better team always wins,
That's right.
The better team always wins. I don't want to fucking talk about the Giants because I don't know what the fuck they doing.
Oh, dude.
Just big disappointments for the New York Giants. So we could pass them.
We got to switch our QB.
We could pass them. Yeah. The Jets, man, like they almost fucked. Well, they did fuck up, but lucky it didn't cost them the game last Thursday.
Right.
When the boy fucking made the touchdown and dropped the ball celebrating too early before he went into the goal.
Right. Like,
bro, they gotta chill with the celebrating. Like,
right, bro.
We can't, back, maybe like I want to say 6-7 years ago, all the celebrating and the taunting, they would let it fly. They're not letting that shit fly no more. They calling flags on everything now.
Everything, bro.
You know what I'm
And
saying? So like,
just score, get it, celebrate after. Like, don't risk nothing because you know it takes that one little mess up, and you know how football.
Luckily they won that game.
You know, luckily they did. I still feel like Aaron isn't. Just feel like he's not producing the plays that he wants. So I'm not sure if it's defense. I'm not sure if it's really him or offense too. It doesn't feel like Devontae Adams as well. He's not performing the way they are all hyped him up.
I said this to you because when we talked about Devontae coming to New York to play with Aaron, and they was gonna be that united front again. And I said, yo, bro, like it's not how it was. It's a different one. It's a different team. Mm-hmm. It's different management. It's different plays.
Right.
You know what I mean? Just because y'all did something on another team together doesn't mean it's going to be the same connection.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? That might be a guy you want to throw to, but that play might not be for him.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I coach Pop Warner. We switched up plays. Some plays worked for certain kids. Some plays didn't. Mm-hmm. It's the same thing in the league, bro. Like, not every play works for everybody.
Yeah.
You know, and it's just right now, you know, I don't know. I don't see Aaron Rodgers with the Jets for a long time.
Yeah, I don't think it's. Yeah, I think he looks like. I can't tell you how many eye rolls I counted from him that Thursday night game where he was just like, "Oh my God," for everything that they dropped the ball on, and I'm just like, "Nah." He looks like he's really over it. He definitely might be moving on, and I want to hold you to what you said if he follows.
To go to Minnesota, bro. I'm telling you, he might go to Minnesota.
You know,
I told Chop. He might go to Minnesota. That Chop team. Chop loves Minnesota. I'll tell you, he might have Aaron Rodgers, bro.
Yeah.
He literally followed fucking Brett Favre's footsteps.
Yeah, facts.
Green Bay, Jets. The last team Brett Favre played was Minnesota.
That's right. So yeah, that could be it. That could be it. Getting into basketball, the Knicks looking all right. Cat hitting 44 points in that game. I mean, he looked good. I'm not gonna lie, he looked really good. I missed that game. The last game I seen is when they lost. Yeah. So I think that game was the same night the last game of the World Series was on. But then when I was
that's why I missed it because I was watching the World Series.
I was watching the series, and man, when I seen it, I was like 44 points. I was like, yo, it's looking real good. As long as he stays healthy, he's looking.
They just gotta play. They gotta play. Pause. They gotta play together. You know what I'm saying? They gotta do the right thing. They gotta get that connection. You know, I mean, I'm still on the fence because I felt like we could have kept Vincenzo. We could have kept, Randall. Everybody was coming back healthy.
Right.
We could have turned it up. You know what I'm saying?
Facts.
We definitely could have turned it up and did some things.
Hell
See how the Cavs doing though, laughing out loud. And the Thunder. Nah, I ain't gonna lie. There's a lot of players. Like I was sending you clips and shit. I don't know if you got a chance to see it. There's certain players right now going on. John Morant going crazy.
Yo, son.
The shit John Morant be doing is ridiculous. But shout out to him, bro. Shout out to John Morant. He's going crazy.
He's the one player right now that brought back the faith of basketball being good again. Because when I was watching him last season, I was just like, nah, this kid is going to be a problem. Like,
and now he continues on shooting shit up.
Yeah,
you have to get the gun out his hand. You feel me?
Yeah, that's right.
You have to take the gun out his hand and just
take the gun out his hand.
Put him on the court. Like, go. You want to shoot something? Shoot this fucking ball.
Yeah,
like, you feel me? Like,
yep. Even LaMelo Ball surprised me with that.
Yeah, he's going. LaMelo's doing things too, bro. LaMelo's
that
doing
was against the Celtics, too. And Celtics is looking solid. Like, Jason Tatum hit like a 38-pointer the other night, and Brown is like right behind him. They almost neck and neck.
Wemby.
Yeah, Wemby too with the 25 points.
Fucking tall, slinky ass.
I didn't know he could move like that. Yeah, I was like,
Wemby going crazy.
Because at first I almost had to shut my mouth because I was like, man, maybe he's kind of overrated. And then when you show me that clip, I was like, okay, now I guess they're getting their money's worth right now. Like now he's playing for real, and he put some size on him too.
Him, another another tall player. But we knew what's his name from the Nuggets from Denver.
Jokic.
Yeah, Jokic.
Yeah.
He definitely another one that's
another
a problem.
one. He's another problem.
Well, he just stay injured. If he had to stay healthy, the Hornets would be decent. That's a fact. That's a fact.
Anthony,
there's a lot of players going off. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. I just want to make sure our Knicks stay healthy and stay in it. You know what I'm saying? If we could run it up this year again and go a little further, then I'm definitely with that.
Oh yeah.
You know what I'm saying? We need one New York team to do something.
Yo, and just to mention that, Brooklyn, bro. What's his face from the Nets is doing crazy numbers right now. Oh my God. The one dude, he was on LA. Oh my God, I'm blanking on his name right now. But
somebody said, did y'all see Christian Brondo, my young boy?
With that dunk. Yeah, bro. That dunk, he got Rudy Gay real mad about that.
She said Cam Thomas?
Not Cam. I don't want to butcher his name, bro. And if I try to swipe out the live, but he's been Dennis Schroeder.
Yeah, Dennis Schroeder, yeah.
Schroeder, yo, he's been a problem. He's been doing well on Brooklyn right now, which LA should have kept him too because he was always coming through for them. But he's doing very, very well actually. So
her sports. That's one thing I'm gonna tell you. You know your sports. You know base. She been I ain't gonna front like she's been in our live, faithfully every week, talking sports with us, talking everything. So I appreciate you for sure. I don't want to mess up your name. Tashara, I appreciate you. I hope I'm saying it right. You know what I'm saying? Thank you for coming through and always blessing us.
Word. You know, so I think this season already, the way it's looking, it's not, I haven't watched one game where I've been bored. Everybody seems like they're performing right now.
Sports is going crazy. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, yeah.
A lot of shit too. Like even that one-handed catch from the Jets player, that was dope.
That was dope, bro.
He could have lost that. He reached all the way back for that one.
That reminded me of that Giants catch from what's this kid's name? When it hit that. Yeah, bro. Hell yeah.
Oh no, you talking about what was that? Mexico.
Yes.
Mexico when he caught it on the helmet.
Yes. You know, so
that's when we had a fucking team though, bro.
That's when our team was solid.
You know what I'm saying? And then they traded everybody after that year.
Hell yeah, bro. Like
I hate when they do that, bro. I hate when we fucking win a chip and then they go and get rid of everybody.
Right. Like, don't you want to continue that? Like,
like crazy, bro. Shit is bugged out. Mom bothered.
Hell yeah, man.
Bro. But yeah, man, it was definitely a good chat today.
Hell yeah, yeah.
Appreciate it. We went over a little bit today, but
it was good. They didn't kick us out.
We
good. Hell yeah.
Definitely was a good chat, and I appreciate everybody for coming through, showing love, sending all the likes and the shares. Next week, same channel, same time as always.
That's right. We're going to have another update on the Diddler and see where that's going this week. We'll probably even talk a little bit about, because we're going to have a new leader of the free world Tuesday, so we'll talk about that too, see who's taking the hot seat and going to run this country. So we'll definitely discuss that and definitely see what how the Knicks is looking and all our New York teams is looking for this week.
It's a fact. And remember, like I always tell y'all, you know what I'm saying, on both sides, on my side, on your side, if y'all do have, you know, conversations y'all want us to speak on and, I don't know, certain topics y'all want us to talk about, definitely, you know, hit us up. Let us know what y'all want us to talk about, you know. This is what we're here for, you know what I'm saying, to engage and empower and all that. So, you know, I hope everybody have a blessed and productive week.
Yes. Have a blessed week.
Safe out there. You know, stay woke, stay focused. It's always a pleasure to do this thing with you. I appreciate you.
Thank you, man. Appreciate your time today. And thanks for keeping it pushing with me. I love you, Cuzzo. And I love you, man. Bro. All right, man. Y'all be safe. Y'all be well. God bless.
Stay solid out there.
Peace.